The year was 1914. Across the fields of Europe, the earth was torn open by trenches long, cold scars beneath a grey, endless sky. Men stood knee-deep in mud, their boots heavy with rain and sorrow, their breath turned to mist in the cold air. They clutched their rifles, not with pride, but with exhaustion. Every sunrise looked the same grey, silent and uncertain. Every sunset faded into smoke and fear. The world around them had forgotten what peace sounded like. Only the whispers of home carried in letters, creased and faded from trembling hands, reminded them they were human. But then came Christmas Eve, and something quiet, something impossible began to unfold. Across the frozen battlefield, the guns went still. No orders, no shouting, just silence. A silence so deep, even the wind seemed afraid to break it. And then, from somewhere in the dark, a voice, one single voice, trembling, lonely, yet brave, began to hum Silent Night. Then another joined, and another, until the night, once filled with the thunder of war, was filled instead with the sound of song. On both sides of the trenches, heads lifted. Men listened, their hearts aching. They had sung this song before, but never like this. Never surrounded by barbed wire and death. Never knowing if they'd live to see the next dawn. And then something extraordinary happened. Enemies' men who had fired bullets at each other just hours before began to rise. Slowly, carefully. They stepped out from the trenches, hands raised, no guns, no fear. Only the fragile hope that maybe, just maybe, the other side wanted peace too. They met between the lines in no man's land. And there, under the dim glow of the moon, they shook hands. They smiled. They shared what little they had: a piece of bread, a bar of chocolate, a few cigarettes, a photograph of a loved one back home. They lit candles, tiny flickering flames that pushed back the cold night. The battlefield glowed softly, not from explosions, but from light. They spoke in broken languages. But the meaning was clear. We are the same. For that one sacred night, the war stopped. No generals ordered it. No treaties declared it. It simply happened. The world held its breath. And for a few precious hours, the front lines of World War I became the front lines of peace. When morning came, the soldiers returned to their trenches, not because they wanted to fight again, but because war does not end easily. Yet something had changed. Deep inside, they carried the memory of that night, the warmth of shared humanity that no bullet could ever destroy. And beneath the same distant stars, they remembered what it meant to be human. Because even in the darkest night, there is always light. Thank you for joining me for this story. If it moved you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more tales that remind us of the enduring power of the human spirit. Until next time, stay well.